What's up, guys? Today it's Drac, and I want to talk about these. So these are pretty exciting. These are new magazines. They're relatively cheap. In the spirit of full disclosure, these two came from a company. The rest of them I purchased myself on Amazon, and I purchased them on Amazon long before this company's little fan mail package showed up. So let's talk about them. Now, you know the old adage in the toy industry, if you send it to China to get manufactured, there's a decent chance that it's going to keep getting manufactured off of the clock. So as I look at these, I see that they are very, very similar to Hasbro-style 12-rounders. I want to say they are clones. Now, these remind me a lot of the Blaster Parts .de 15s. I don't know where those get manufactured, but these could also be clones. Now, a direct comparison here, this is one of my favorite kind of magazines. This is the, I want to say Worker. Yeah, it's a Worker Hex Mag with base plate, 15-round Slight Banana magazine. And this is a little bit longer here, but is still supposedly designed for 15 darts. So the Worker might beat out this, but the Workers only come in orange and smoke and what have you, and these come in blue. So these are blue 15-rounders, and then down here we have neon green and neon blue. Now, the transparency of these is pretty awesome. You can see that as I hold them up to my studio lights there, that they are pretty nifty. Now, none of that matters if they're not, like, compatible, of course, so I do want to kind of just do some guess and check. So two of the big problem blasters for magazines tend to be the Raven and the Alpha Trooper. So if it'll fit both of these, I'm pretty confident that it'll fit anything. And so you just saw there that this had a tough time retaining. It went in and stayed in, but oh no. So you can see that it's depressing, this release here. And that is that's a big no-go on the Raven. That's upsetting. Let's go ahead and try the blue one. This one's good. This is rock solid. The 15-round blues are good, and then again, these are definitely from the same mold. But in the spirit of fair play, whew, all right. So the blue one, that blue one worked. What about this one? Also worked. What's wrong with the green one? Maybe I just didn't. There we go. If you slam it hard, really. Slam it home really hard, just really get it in there. So like this is regular loading, and then this is like super operator levels of slam. That seems to be fine. So a little fickle, but not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and check the Alpha Trooper. Now the Alpha Trooper has a slightly different sort of nubbin in here. It fits just a little bit different. So that is good. This is good. And then these guys have a little bit of wobble, but are good. So ultimately, I mean, that's all of the various fits and finishes. As far as how these things look, I mean, they look great. There's no doubt about that. Like, they look really, really good. I'll go ahead and load up one of the 12-rounders, and then I will tell you why I ordered these. So I ordered these specifically because I think that very special blasters, Tier 0 blasters, deserve kind of special loadouts. I used to say that they deserved special darts, but now you can get special darts for just about any blaster. It used to be you had to make them, but that's way, way back in the dark ages of the hobby. So just for fun, that's 10. We know it's 10 because these packs come in 10. Let's go ahead and load up 2 more, see how our fit goes. The followers on these are all greased. Out of these aren't. The blue ones are greased, which is really, really nice. These are very smooth. The 12-rounders are not greased, but they seem to operate very smoothly. Compared to the Worker there, these are pretty similar, but these are much, much smoother, and you can tell that just listening to it. There's a very noticeable tactile feel, though. I got the transparent ones because I'm working on some transparent blasters. So this is Cortana. You guys haven't seen the full video on this yet, but it's very special. It does some cool stuff. Let's just go ahead and see how these feed through a standard Strife. This isn't standard at all, but you know what I mean. Well, that was perfect chambering and feeding all the way through, so that is super special awesome. We'll go ahead and use the 15 up here, test our Alpha Trooper, check how it feeds through a Springer-style bolt, and then we'll do a few more through one of these green guys. But I'm pretty happy to sign off on these. Now, again, 2 of them were sent to me from a company called Litake, or Litaki, or I don't know, a company overseas where these are being manufactured, and that's super duper cool because they're cheap. They are not particularly expensive. It's actually less expensive in most cases to buy a couple of these than it would be to go to the store and buy like an 18-rounder refill. So if you like 12s, and I'm a big believer in 12s, I think that that is a way that you could go about it. So let's go ahead and try this out. Awesome possum. Let's throw this in there. And a little stiff. I don't think that's necessarily the magazine's fault. Wild though. But everything chambered and fired perfectly. Let's go ahead and throw this in. Beautiful. Alright, so very, very happy with these. This is, of course, just an overview of these magazines, but I am pretty confident to say that while I still prefer like the super cool Hex Mag, because it reminds me of something else, and the 22 for efficiency's sake, I think that if you need aesthetics, and I mean sometimes you just need aesthetics, guys, these are an excellent secondary choice. So more than anything, I just want to say that I love that there's so many different third-party companies making so many different third-party things, from darts to magazines to 3D printed parts to body kits to etc., 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 and so forth. And I'm very, very excited about all the stuff that's coming out of Asia, including these magazines. In particular, I'm really, really looking forward to some jet products right now. There's an entire blaster shell coming out that opens kind of like an AR-15 with an upper and a lower, called the Xceta, and I think that that's going to be pretty cool. If you guys are interested in that, maybe I'll do a Nerf news video. Who knows? It's been out for a little while. There's been some information on it, but happy to bring you guys the news. Actually, I've been thinking about doing a podcast recently just because there's so much news all the time just coming at you like news hurricanes. But thank you guys very much for watching this video. Hopefully you think that these magazines are interesting. If you do, full links will be down in the description box below. Amazon is super duper easy, but the Light Decay people are much cheaper, so pick your poison. Thank you for watching. Much love. Nerf on. Drac out.